Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, it's Monday the 12th of August. Yesterday I brought my family to the airport, luckily it was quiet and they're taking their annual 2-week vacation in Japan. So it's my kids and my wife. I have to work, but today I took the day off because it was going to be quiet. In case you're wondering how Uptick makes his living, I've been doing the same thing for 18 years. I buy and sell stocks, but not for me, not for my account, not for commissions. I just work for fund managers. So it's not the big money, but it's enough to buy a couple of watches here and there. And today I mostly cover the ASEAN markets, so the Southeast Asian markets in India, and it's a big holiday in all those countries today. So there was no point going. So I decided to go a bit watch shopping and also tennis racket shopping because I love playing tennis and I'm trying to get back into it. And I'm going to show you two places where I like to go shopping. One, which is a bit like a self-torture, you could say, it's Causeway Bay, because there you mostly go to ADs and Rolex ADs. And as you can imagine, it's just it's a dreadful experience. And to go there, it was in the morning, and I was wearing my Datejust two-tone to show that I had a bit of means, you know, in case I wanted to be taken a bit more seriously. I know it's very vain to say that, but you got to show some game, you know, you got to level up with those people, because when you walk in, they think you're just a tourist who knows nothing about watches. So you got to bring in a bit of game and try to surprise them, drop in a couple of things that you know about watches, and so they can start to respect you a little bit. And if they see you have something nice on the wrist, well, maybe that will open up the discussion about getting a decent watch. And later on I will talk about my favorite place to shop for watches, which is Mongkok. Anyway, here you just saw a pretty cool Rolex Oyster Perpetual that I tried on. It's 36 millimeters. That's a discontinued model, and quite nice, quite fetching. They had 3 different dials, and this one has a very cool blue dial. And then when you go towards Times Square, there's more and more Rolex shops. I think I went to like 7 different shops, but don't even ask them if they have sports models. They don't. And even if they did, the real Rolex shop, it's okay to ask. The other ones, if they did, they wouldn't give it to you unless you've spent 50 grand there. That's just how it is, and deal with it. You know, don't be a douche about it. That's just how it is. And this Grand Seiko surprised me. It was never there, and that's in a mall next to the regular Seikos, the Tissot, and everything. That's pretty scaled down. And then here are the unsellable Presage models. They're quite nice, but I don't know, nobody wants to spend 2 grand on those, and I can understand it. Omega shop is beautiful. This is Times Square, quite nice, decent view as you can see. Wink, wink. Forgive me. I like watches and I like girls. And nice spot of lunch here for me. With my Datejust and a Carlsberg, because it's crazy hot. The humidity is at the maximum. It feels like 50 degrees. Actually, it feels more like being walking on the sun. I like to take pictures of car plates. There are tons of really silly car plates here, vanity plates. But unlike in America, where they're usually quite funny, the ones here are just they just make me laugh, but they're not meant to make anybody laugh. Anyway, I took the tram to go to Tin Hau, and here's a few images from the tram. It's barely faster than walking in Hong Kong, but to do a short distance, just 3 or 4 stations, it's good. And in Tin Hau, that's where you go buy your tennis rackets, just in case you're interested in Hong Kong to get a tennis racket. And I went for the Roger Federer model because, you know, I'm fairly tall, and my game is serve and volley, so I figure. Anyway, off to Mongkok. This is where you find the good stuff. Rolex everywhere. Of course, the prices are high. but you can find some decent stuff if you want something off the beaten path. I like the Oyster Perpetuals that I was just mentioning, and some platinum models. The rest, the prices are fairly pretty much the same everywhere. I spotted a couple of nice dials. This the olive green 34mm Oyster Perpetual is really fetching. If you have a smaller wrist, I would encourage you to grab it, because everything green these days is easy to sell. There's even a pink one there, 36mm I think, which was quite nice. Anyway, Mongkok, you'll see the street names in a second. Tons of watches. I saw a great President actually with an original dial, around 10 grand, which for a President all gold is really yellow gold. It's really not bad. Usually it's a lot more than that. Air King there was well priced actually, but I don't know the condition, of course. Milgauss, the blue, lots of. I mean, you can find as many Daytonas of any year, any production year as you want. The Hulk, the Batman, they're all there. But it's going to take another market crash. I mean, we're sort of. Well, we saw a few jitters in the market. Because of the trade war, but still it's not enough. But the stocks are big at the watch dealers, and I think they're starting to get worried. I'm seeing sometimes lower prices, individuals trying to sell the pieces a bit faster. Here was a nice blue dial. They're just hard to find now, and the price was good. This is the green dial OP that I was talking about. Very, very fetching. And another blue dial, they just there. Sayi Street, so head over there. It's right off the exit at the Mongkok station, and here are more watches. Everything which is not Rolex is really cheap. Cartier, Tank, anything you want. Tudor, for them it is basically like garbage. To be honest, Rolex is money in Hong Kong and everywhere else in the world. I'll let you enjoy the pictures. I think they speak for themselves. I tried to catch the prices. So reminder, divide by 8 to get the US dollar price. It's actually 7.82, something like that. So you'll get an idea. So 10 grand is 78,000 Hong Kong dollar. I think this is where I found a nice President. I mean, there's quite a few shops there. So walk around those blocks, and there's a couple of shops where the guys are actually quite nice. My favorite is called Times. That's where I got my Jeu Le Coultre, and the guy was very pleasant, and we geeked over a Vacheron Constantin. It's small, but there's the classic size, about 36mm. I'm going to research a bit more this watch, so I went in the shop to try it on. It would be really cool to have another watch from the supposedly Holy Trinity, and especially a chronograph, beautiful chronograph. But I need to check a bit what exactly is in that watch. The condition is beautiful. It has the original Vacheron buckle. It's from the Les Historiques line. 100,000. That's same price I paid for the Patek travel time. I mean, that is nice. Yellow gold, 18 karat. It is pretty nice. But then at the next shop, I saw a more modern, brand new Vacheron Constantin. I forgot how to speak French. Chronograph, and the price was hidden, so I went in. I thought it would be, something reasonable. It turned out to be 45 grand. I tried to keep my cool, not look like I was totally out of my depth, but oh, wanky. They said, not me. And this is the racket. This is the only thing I bought today, and I'm well chuffed about this one. All right, I'm gonna talk in the next video about something really extra cool that happened today. And I hope you guys are gonna have a kick out of it, get a kick out of it. And don't forget to subscribe if you like this video. Bye bye.